that bounce off the backboard, off the crossbar, but the bumps have been key here for Kaka's minions. They're really trying to go across that front line. Now, this is huge. Torso should have this. No, he pulls out. He knew he wasn't going to get that on target, and well, he didn't have the follow-up to be able to score.
Yeah, not enough boost for him to get as high as needed, but Express coming in to make up for the missed opportunity, getting the first goal of the series.
Yeah, this is a little odd coming out from Finn, or maybe it was Kaka. They kind of just let that go over the top of your head. And Express is always out there waiting for those.
Yeah, a little bit greedy. No.
Well, Express started off the last series well. He was scoring a lot of the goals against Renegades. It might be the same here. A miss from Finn. It almost worked in their favor. The Torsos does get back. The defensive plays for Power is still a major factor here in game one. And now only a minute remaining for Kaka's minions to get there first.
Yeah, Kaka's minions still not able to get on the board, but there it is. The high impact player we had to watch for. Shaw's getting a beautiful shot into the top of the net.
Whew, what an angle. Crossbar it in.
In offense, he's had big performances in grand finals previously where Power needed to step up. See if he can continue that now.
And I feel like Kaka's minions have been watching how physicists take the dub, but they have overcommitted. They don't know how to play those demos. They've left their net wide open.
It is Amphis, very clinical, getting enough boost to follow, get that slow ground pinch in, and minions, bit of an unforced error there, no one home. Now pressure's on with 26 left remaining.
And Shaw's had gone across the net for the bump and
kept it close. They've had their chances, like you were saying. The Power, they're not quite as convincing as I'm sure they'd like, but a win's a win. They get the first one on the board.
We do know they struggle against those demos, against being pinned into their own half.
More unorganized than we're used to, but still organized enough to keep the ball out.
Finn looking for the shot. Oh, it's in! It's crossbarred in. They've finally broken the curse. It's going to be Finn to do it after everybody from Power was sent up to try and make the first save.
How is that in? Looks like easily crossbarring out, but the Psionics gods are with him. I think he's a bit surprised with that one as well. And Power, they get punished. Not looking the most organized in defense there, and we're back to a clean 1-3.
And proven to be one of the most important games in a best of 7, where you can either get into that advantage, maybe get onto match point if you're in the right series as well. And Power didn't take a timeout. They're going to be confident, and Amphis confident to stay behind that ball and score the first goal.
Yeah, beautiful back pass from Torsos as well. Amphis outpacing 2 players, and Kaka normally back him to hit that, but a little bit too panicked, you could see from him there, and Amphis clinical as ever.
Looked like Kaka might have got a tiny touch on her, but it didn't matter, didn't.
And Kaka normally back him to hit that, but a little bit too panicked, you could see from him there, and Amphis clinical as ever.
Looked like Kaka might have got a tiny touch on her, but it didn't matter. It didn't really change the trajectory of the ball. And we've seen how hard goals can be to score so far in this series, so that's an amazing start, and maybe even a better future here. As Torsos, he was scared of getting in the way of that. He just got out.
And Amphis, I think this is the only shot he could have done to keep it low, so great play from him, but certainly would have been nervous having to in 30 seconds. Yeah, so Power, they really haven't been striking to their normal ability in games 1 and 2, but it does seem to be back now for game 3.
Oh, Kaka's minions could disrupt it. A miss again. Pass, but Finn not ready for it. There's been a lot of these just a positioning from Kaka's minions have been not what was expected. And Kaka
struggling here, turning very awkward in the midfield and then flipping away.
Oh, he missed. He did miss his flip.
I reckon that's what happened there.
Yeah, looked a bit awkward. Probably expecting Shaw's to get a little bit more on it too. Who knows? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt for that one.
Yeah, but still Kaka struggling a bit more than we're used to seeing. We've seen some misses from him in game 1, in game 2, and now big defensive error for him there.
Especially considering he's been such a consistent performer for this team, even in the split where they weren't doing so well. But Finn, he's found an opening, and we have to question it at the other end as well.
Yeah, Finn stops the bleeding. Beautiful pre-jump, and it's a backflip from Express. You small counterattack opportunity for minions if they were ready for it. They weren't though. Power keeping their 2-goal lead, but struggling to extend it.
Good touch in field. Not going to work out for Power, but Kaka's minions have been circling for a while, but now Amphis, what an angle. He gets a redirect, but he gets it into the right-hand side, away from where the defender expects.
Yeah, beautiful pass there from Torsos. Beautiful job from Amphis as well. We saw it earlier from Scrub, very trusting of his teammates now. See if he makes any big plays offense later. Like we've seen, he's really been a star of this team recently in their comeback using shorts.
Yeah, well, Finn as well had some good goals, but at the moment, Power is completely taking it the other way. It's a 5-1 now. Torsos, great recovery on the roof, and it was only moments ago that he was missing the ball, let alone getting shots like that.
Yeah, Torsos, I mean, that's why we said it was surprising. That's what we're used to seeing. He's back to looking very threatening, and Power running away with this.
Seen Renegades, they were able to turn big score lines into the opposite direction. Power did it to Renegades as well, so you never know how the next game's going to go.
Yeah, these teams always great at resetting, and I think minions aren't really there right now. Even though there's a minute remaining, they're just waiting for the score to get reset to 0.
Are we going to get the Power counter Brazil? They got Braziled in their last game. Maybe they in the last game of the upper bracket. Maybe they want to get one themselves.
I know, it's kind of feeling like that, isn't it? I wonder if Power are going to be getting some PTSD. They get the Brazil.
Game, maybe they in the last game of the upper bracket. Maybe they want to get one themselves.
I know, it's kind of feeling like that, isn't it? I wonder if Power are going to be getting some PTSD. They get the Brazil. Hopefully they're not getting too many flashbacks to burn their mood from earlier.
Yeah, 2 Brazils in one day, but this time it is in Power's favor, not the other way. And this is crazy to think, because game 1 could have been Kaka's minions game in terms of those missed shots. And if you just watch this game, you'd be thinking, man, this has been pretty dominant for Power throughout the series. So hard. And so Kaka's minions have really done themselves a disservice here.
Yeah, I mean, Kaka's minions, they were doing so well. They were shutting them out. They just, I think they gave Power too much of the ball there. I mean, completely open, so bit of a misplay from him, but you're right, Yummy. I mean, minions, they're not going to score if they're not pushing a player up. And just as you're saying, you can see no one ready to follow up at all, and it leads to massive clears like that from Power, which leads to misses from, I hope that wasn't Kaka, but I think it was.
It was most certainly Kaka. He's having a real bad day at the moment. After looking so good in the first series as well. We'll have to see if Kaka can step up, but Power, you give him an inch, they take a mile at the same time. And that is part of the risk of being a professional gamer, I guess, is that there are a lot of eyes watching at the moment, and they may just be watching Power go on to match point as that straight on net. Amphis will secure the second goal and secure the game.
Yeah, well played here from Amphis. Completely punishing.
No. There was a mid-air team bump between Shores and Kaka.
Brutal. Finn with his head looking down. The laughs aren't there anymore for the minions. Scoring here, it's not looking great for their offense.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't think they're going to call the timeout. They just historically don't, but they really should. They really should if they want the best opportunity to come back here.
Yeah, we'll keep saying that until they do, Young. Themselves to get it done.
Yeah, it was obviously only one attempt for the Renegades. They got 3 right here against Kaka's minions. But, we've been going back in history a lot of times today. Well, Express was known for not being able to win the final game in a competition to get himself to Worlds back in the early days, Season 5 and Season 6. So it is great to see him be the one to score here.
Yeah, to step up. Haven't had to mention that in a while, because it does feel like this Power roster has helped him get that off his chest. So we'll see though. Early lead for Power. Now pressure is on minions to finally start scoring after a bit of a dry spell.
Love that from Finn. Big old musty, and has actually led to a goal. Shores has beaten out Power in pace.
Yeah, sure. It's just nice play from him here, following very close, and it's Torsos, one with been criticizing a bit more than we're used to. Not able to find the 50 there.
Well, especially because Torsos has been the fast player today. But you always got to be worried when Power are going for those bumps. CJ talked about it in their series. That was the main strategy for Power to score against them.
Yeah, so moving forward, this looks like actually that's just straight in. Finn had the follow-up, but not needed.
That's right. The Owls come out for Shores. Managed to get the angle and straight in the net. All he had to do was beat him, but he goes the extra step.
Yeah, gets the snooker angles out for that one. Going off the backboard. Power, they get it out, but you can see Minions are a new team now, ready to hold on to this lead through aggression.
They do have to be careful, though, because it can turn on their head in a second. Especially if they're going to let themselves get dunked. And this is scary. This is in front of net. And this is a goal for Torsos.
Torsos, big plays from him. He almost gets the first dunk. Not quite, but it's a powerful backboard from Express. And Torsos reads the bar down perfectly to get that important equalizer.
I also hate that from Kaka. He just sat there with a ball on top of his head.
Quiet, but it's a powerful backboard from Express. And Torsos reads the bar down perfectly to get that important equalizer.
I also hate that from Kaka. He just sat there with a ball on top of his head, just playing it as chill as he possibly could in front of his own net. And it would have been a straight goal if Shores wasn't able to react in time, but it may have also cost them the series as Express finds another Power up one, and they could be going through to day 3.
I think Torsos heard us. Saniel's being a bit quiet. Probably didn't need to hear us, honestly. Saw the
Express finds another Power up one, and they could be going through to day 3.
I think Torsos heard us. Saniel's being a bit quiet. Probably didn't need to hear us, honestly. Saw the scoreboard and decided to step up here. Big goal before, now the flip reset assist there. And if they can hold on for a minute, it'll be enough. But the kickoff does not work for them, and we're back to a tied game.
The classic go for corner boost and turn forward from Torsos. He was not expecting that kickoff to go so poorly. And, well...
Defensive. I'd be worried for the Minions if they do go more defensive. Power tend to capitalize on that space very well, but I don't think anyone's home here. Turns out they are, and Finn's powerful shot gets saved, but the follow-up floats into the top corner. Torsos looking very frustrated, and Power can't book their ticket to the next round just yet.
Where's Johnny Boy when you need someone to say, wow, that was a great shot in the top corner? Kaka's Minions. Well, they looked like they were doing anything they could to not goal line. That's how I'll be feeling under the pump.
Yeah, and things will start to get very anxious for them if they drop this game as well. Going into a Game 7 after such a hefty lead. Be tough to recover for them. And we can see it's not going to start well. Kaka, very aggressive. Torsos, not ready for that one.
Some bumps across the net. Shores beating out, and very smart play because Torsos was put in that awkward position off the bump.
And looking a bit cranky now. Torsos not happy with that one. No one on Power very happy with their situation. Sure that they are all wishing it ended in that last game.
Yeah, maybe even in Game 4, where, you know, obviously they couldn't win in Game 4, but the earlier game that they lost will also be haunting them there, especially if Shores is making the plays. How do you get that extra touch? Does he have infinite boost?
And Shores is one talented mechanical player, that is for sure. Gets the first touch, and his car does not recoil in the slightest. Catches off everyone. Very, very quick to go on and counterattack, but it just gets wasted away with a shot.
Wow, we may be heading to a Game 7 here. As Finn makes another save, Kaka's going to get the follow-up. Power's starting to struggle. They really struggle. Ampha's just clean misses it, and Kaka's Minions 3-0 up.
It's not looking good for Power. Both players driving past the ball, lost, forgetting what they need to do. And it looks like they're already starting to reset. They're accepting the reality that they're going to another Game 7. And I'm sure they...
He did turn it around through RLCS and started winning a lot of those Game 7s, but for a while there he had about a 2-11 record in those Game 7s. And he has to be worried here.
See if Torsos can continue that. He's getting bumped out. They're trying to take him out this time.
Oh!
Shaw's almost getting fed, but it's a little too high.
So close. It was a hard pass across the midfield, and Shaw's wasn't able to react in time. A minute and a half, we've already seen some action, and most of it coming out for Kaka's minions. As Shaw's has been now won. There's the bump play. Shaw's, he gets the flick. Kaka's minions get the first goal.
And let's see if they park the bus. They slaughtered Power last game, not letting them get a single goal after taking the lead. And
it's left.
Kaka is playing a bit risky. We saw him get dunked earlier. Not there though, and Kaka's minions, I don't think they want to park the bus because I'm nervous for them seeing Power in their half. 30 seconds remaining though, Power, they're only going to get 1 or 2 more chances. It's a beautiful pass, a beautiful shot, and they tie it up.
This was the bump as well. They were chasing Kaka's minions around their back half. A big win for Express over the top of Finn. They've tied it up. Are we going to a Game 7 OT?
What a beautiful play from Express. You call him out, say, oh, they started this game out with an early lead. They sat on it. Not well enough, but...
Good win from Kaka.
Yeah, good chance. That's a big miss!
No, what a Power done! They've missed it! Landed on the line! Kaka's minions have taken them down!
And it's Express flying past the ball. Finn is ready for it. And devastating for Power. Minions, they don't believe it. They don't believe it for a second.
Oh, I said that there was no chance.